Good morning, and welcome back to the Teacher's Wake Up Call with Madame la Prof. Yes, I'm back. I haven't filmed it in a bit, and I'm going to explain why today, this morning, why, I'm going to put this here, why I decided to turn off my YouTube channel for a bit, or at least not post for 2 weeks. I should have just not posted. I should have just not posted. I should have just I should have just be quiet for a bit and not turn it off. And I'm going to explain why. So, but to explain the why, I have to tell a story first. I have to tell a story. I have to tell a story that will not take more than 20 minutes as I'm looking at the time and I'm going, yeah, no, I don't have that much time. So we have to go back in time. We have to go back in time. Once upon a time, picture it, the pandemic. And I'm working at a different school. I am working at the school where I was last. Not my first school, but where I was last. And I had already started a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel. I had it since 2018. Yes, I had it since 2018. And so speaking in front of a camera was, comfortable for me. And, I'm sorry, I'm making a mess and I'm picking up my trash. So I decided, no, it wasn't decided. I think it was because my principal and the community noticed that certain schools were doing YouTube lives or Instagram lives, and we decided, and I can't remember if I had proposed it or the principal approached me. I don't remember exactly. I was comfortable enough to present content online, to welcome guests, students, teachers, online, and just keep in touch with the community, with students, with parents, with the community at large, to let them know that, hey, we're still here, we feel for you. I know that some of you want to be at school, and some of you would like to be at school but cannot. Anyway, so it was once or twice a week, or daily, I can't even remember anymore. But it was a regular occurrence. We would do these lives and we would arrange to have guests. But of course, whenever we have content online, the best of the best decide to pop up, and some of those charming individuals would either harass, bully, insult, or outright attack some of the people that we had online. And it was very unfortunate because it felt very much like, okay, what is this, Twitch? It's like, why are you being so hateful? Why are you being so hurtful? It's like, come on, it's your classmate. But I guess bullying knows no bounds, right? So, and it was the pandemic, which made it even more difficult to digest that we would have people who would be so mean-spirited at a time when we needed to be uplifted, where we needed to have some hope, because especially at a certain point in time, folks were very ill. Many people were dying. It was not a good time. So of course it was very hard for us to see people who'd either throw slurs, or insult, or belittle, or diminish, or spam our online feed when we were doing these videos. So we continued, and then when we flipped to online teaching, and we didn't do them as often. And then of course they stopped, but I was always the go-to person when it came to videos and live content, because I was comfortable in front of a camera, right? I'm comfortable. Doesn't mean I like to be in front of the camera all the time. I'm just comfortable. There's a difference. There's a difference. So fast forward to now. And a couple of weeks ago, I was at school. I was teaching, and then my colleague comes up to my door, and she is in a state. She is very concerned, and she says that there's a very inappropriate video of you floating around, going around, and the students are sharing it. So of course I'm going, what AI? And of course, like, I'm trying not to panic. But at the same time, my brain is panicking a bit. And because when you're online, you never know what can happen. Anyone who posts things online, you put pictures, you put videos, you put your old pictures of yourself when you are, much younger, the 10-year challenge thing, okay? Or that like 1990s challenge, okay? So it is known that our images are being used, are being monitored, and so there's always that risk. So the teacher is very upset. So I said, I'd like to see this video. Preparing myself to the worst. And then the integration aide, her integration aide comes to show me, and it's on a student's tablet. And it's blurry. It's blurry. It's a screenshot of a screenshot. And it is me back in 2020. How do I know? I have like, my roots are showing, like, bad. As in, I haven't done my hair in months. So, yeah, I instantly recognize, like, yeah, I know from when this was taken. But what I didn't notice is that, and the integration aide explains to me, it looks like you're saying a racial slur. Oh, what now? And then I notice it was the person, because I don't know if it was a student, but the person who basically wrote their name, or wrote a name, a handle, a fake account, in a way that if you pronounce it, and you pronounce it quickly, it sounds like a racial slur. But at the time, I was very quick to that, and I pronounced it very slowly. Okay? I'm not going to say it here, because I don't want to. But it was bad enough that if you slowed it in a certain way, or if you sped it up, it sounded like I said a racial slur. Now, those who know me know that I don't use terms like that. So if you see a video of me floating around saying that word, now, once upon a time, when certain hip-hop songs would be playing, I think everybody would say the words that were being said in those songs. But even now, if there are certain songs that I particularly enjoy, I am going to purposely change that word or not say it at all when I'm singing it. I'm going to bleep it out, or I'm going to change it. The incidents that happened in 2020 surrounding the murder of George Floyd really shook me to my core. I remember writing to some of my colleagues saying, I'm going to learn. Oh my God, why am I getting emotional? But because this is something that I take to heart, because they are hurtful words, just like there are so many other words that are hurtful. So I laughed when they showed me the video. I laughed because I was like, okay, it's bad, yes, but like in my head I'm going, what nudes did they create of me? Okay? So, yeah. So I wasn't worried. I went, okay, I know what this is. I know when it was done. Like, I remember the incident. So I immediately went to see the principal and I said, look, this is what's happening. And even the integration aide showed the video, and the students have been dealt with, and the consequences have been done. Like, they're not the ones that generated the video, but they shared it. So, you know, they got the appropriate consequences. The parents were contacted, and I'm satisfied with how it was dealt. I reached out to the school, and I reached out to my former colleague saying, hey, so can you delete the content from 2020 where I appear in, just in case? And like, they're super supportive. It's like, oh, no problem. It wasn't like a big ask. But in my brain, I panicked. In my brain, I got worried. In my brain, in my heart, in my soul, in every fiber of me, I went into defense mode. So I went into my account and I closed it, like, you know, I did what I did. So when I reactivated it, I saw like, wow, I lost all my followers. Like, what? It was very weird. But I went into defensive mode. I panicked and I wanted to play it safe just in case somebody, but I have no content here in that could, because I say to myself, if I can't say it here, if the stuff that I say here, I can't say publicly, like to my friends, to my family, to my child, to my husband, I can't say it at all, right? I shouldn't be saying it. I should be reflecting and saying, do you think it's the best thing to say? Do you think? And you should always reflect on the words that you are going to share with the world. And of course, I can say this and will fall on deaf ears. People who are behind the keyboard or behind the screen, they think they are immune to this and that they can spew any type of vitriol that they want because free speech. But you know, in Canada, we have defamation laws, we have laws to protect people for that. And yes, you can say, like, I'm allowed to express myself, it's my right, yes, but it's also a person's right not to be harmed by what you are saying. And if that person is harmed by what you are saying, there's a problem, okay? So, you know, that was explained to the students, and I think the students understood, and I think they also realized, like, that can't be right. That can't be right. So, and more and more of my students know. Pause. My colleague leaving some work, so sorry for the awkward pause. So yeah. So is this like a weird way of me saying you shouldn't be posting stuff online? But no, you should be vigilant. You should always be vigilant, especially today when it is known that we have the technology that can use and manipulate and transform, and you know, it's known. And anyone who posts things online, there is that risk. Should we stop? No, we've opened like a Pandora's box to go back to the days where you had to, like, you know, I don't want to say go and develop pictures, but now pictures, like, you take a picture and you post it online and ta-da, it's there. You know, back in my day, you took a picture and you had to finish the roll, bring it to a store, and it would develop, and then you let pictures like, oh my God, my eyes are closed in this one. And because film was expensive, you couldn't take 6 or 7 takes of one picture. You know, so if your eyes were closed in the picture, sucks to be you. Ha! I have no regrets of filming the content that I did. all those years back, because that content was beneficial for the population, the community. And I don't regret calling the person out. Could I have done it differently? Absolutely. Okay. But I'm not upset at calling the person out for being inappropriate. I think that would have been worse. I think that would have been worse than just letting it slide. So yeah. So I'm back. Tomorrow I'm at my annual conference for l'Association québécoise pour l'enseignement du français langue seconde à QFLS. And it's the first time I'm participating as its president for that event itself. Last year it was my good friend Claude Quivillon-Lacasse. So it was it was a very different circumstances as well. We were doing a joint conference with another association. So this is the first time. So am I nervous? Yes, very much so. Am I excited? Yes. Am I looking forward to this? Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, there's a to-do list in my brain, and it's not growing, but it keeps on changing. One thing gets replaced with another. So I've got some work ahead of me today. One of those things being working on my speech, opening speech. I kept it simple. Why complicate things? You're not here to give an allocution. You're just here to welcome people. That's it. That's all. So maybe someone's going to take some footage of me doing that. I can't wait. Like I hope. I'm going to ask my friend, my colleague, to film me if she can, and so I can use it and share it with you. So if you see me tomorrow online, it'll be shorts. Because I'm not gonna have the time to do like a 17-minute video. 17 minutes. I talked a lot. I need coffee. Have yourselves an awesome day.